fuel bowls. That's what we're doing today. Got the one out of OG 7.3. Got to bust it apart. Gonna throw some stuff in there, toot him up real nice. Probably make some bad decisions. Welcome to Austin Fairford Garage. So here we have our fuel bowl, and we're going to make the attempt at rebuilding it. Now, I probably got ahead of myself. I probably should have removed this and the filter before getting it off the truck. They're usually pretty tight, I think, and leaving it on the truck would have allowed for a little more leverage. But we got what we got. We've got our rebuild kit here with all our O-rings and doodads and whatnots. The blue ones are special. This is I think I bought an extra packet of these little doodads, so not sure if we're going to use those. This is the spring kit that's going to increase our fuel pressure a tad bit. It also includes some O-rings, so not sure. You always have extras anyway. So, and then these are our fittings that we're going to use to replace these. So as far as the fuel bowl goes, we have our, I'm not sure which is which. I think this is the return. Supply, return. We've got our connection here for our IPR. No. This is for the fuel bowl heater. So this is for the fuel bowl heater that we don't really use. This is our drain that has our hose that connects here that drains. By the way, there was still fuel in the fuel bowl because some winged creature apparently had filled the bottom of the tube up with mud. So the tube filled up and that was it. So when you poke a hole through the mud, you get a whole lot of diesel all over you. Just for future reference. So with that, I think we're going to get started. Get this thing towed apart and see what we don't break. Oh yeah, she's taut. So we got it off in the vise and got the cap broke loose. And we'll need another fuel filter. Good googly woogly. Can you see? Can you see what's in there, folks? Lordy Lord. We're gonna get that cleaned up for sure. I think the first thing we're gonna do is get the heating element out of here. Got the little plug there, I just unplugged it, and then we've got a couple of torque screws here we're gonna zip off and get that out of here. Now we got that heating element out of the way, I think you can see all the funk that's down in there a lot better. That's 22 years of Funky McFunkerson right there, folks. So we got our bowl cleaned out, used some brake cleaner. It's looking all right for now. So now we're gonna start tearing this thing down and getting our parts in it. Alright, so now we're gonna decide which spring we want to use for our fuel pressure. We're gonna toot it up a tad bit. It's just how we roll, fast and out of control. We let's see, it looks like normally the stock is like 40-ish, I think, something around in there. So we've got our silver one here, it's 55, the gold is 62, and the black is 70. So we're not wanting to go full retard or nothing like that. So I think we're gonna go with the silver, 55 psi, just toot him up a little bit and see how that goes. Obviously later on down the road we can always increase the fuel pressure if we want to, but we're just going to go with a 55 and toot it up. Alright, so we got our fuel pressure spring and everything back in on our return line. So not too hard, not too difficult. Just cleaned everything up. You definitely want to be careful with this aluminum housing. You don't want to over tighten anything. Get the Gorilla Grip on there and you're probably going to snap something. So, well, we should be good to go. Look at that chunk of dookie, folks. So every once in a while, folks, engineers do something that's pretty sharp. So for idiots like me, they have the lever here keyed so that it only goes on one way. There you go. So another mod we're going to do today, this is a little tower that sits in the middle of the fuel bowl, and basically what it's meant to do is to prevent fuel flowing if there isn't a filter. So basically there's a little rod in the center of this filter that pushes this down and opens the valve. So I don't know why you would run it without a filter. Not something I'm concerned about. There's controversy as to whether or not it improves the flow. Not really concerned about that. I just don't want it in there. Less parts, and again, just how I roll. In fact, I'm going to show you how committed I am to this. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm going to lop off the top of this thing. How about that? And there we have it, folks. Lop smooth off. So now we're going to clean it up, get it back in the bowl. Worst case scenario, I buy another one. But this is going to work, right? As far as the heating element goes, we're not going to use it, but I feel like the fuel filter clearances and everything are meant to sit down on top of it with that little bit of thickness. So we definitely don't want any funk getting past the filter. So I think we're just going to go ahead and put this back in. So now we're going to see if we can't get our fuel bowl back in. If you remember, we've got a contrary little bolt that we're going to have to deal with. So let's see how it goes. Status update. Got our tooted up fuel bowl installed. Got our modified CCV installed. So all we got left now is get our turbo off with our up pipes. Should be fun. You ever wonder, are your dreams actual events of your alternate self in a parallel universe? Well, that about does it for now, folks. Like I said, we still got a lot of work to do on OG 7.3. But we'll continue on. We'll also continue pondering the vast mysteries of the universe. Hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.